Next guest will be representing the Golden State on the national stage.
This is it. Here we go. Our new Miss California 2019 is Miss Culver City, Eileen Kim.
Eileen Kim took the title of Miss California at this year's competition in downtown Fresno after competing against 40 other young women back in June. Our Miss California 2019 is preparing for an even bigger stage, but today she's back in the place where her dream came true. So let's welcome our current Miss California, Eileen Kim, on her journey so far and how she's getting ready for Miss America. Welcome.
It's crazy. Even watching that just brought tears to my eyes because it still doesn't feel real, but we're 3 months in and I'm just hitting the ground running.
I mean, I can't imagine. Yes. How was that whole process for Miss California? How was that for you?
It was incredible. I mean, I was competing for 4 years, and so, you know, I never grew up dreaming of becoming Miss America. I didn't think that was something that aligned within my own stars, and so I just kind of took the first step, and all of a sudden I was sucked in, and this year was really the year that I grew into myself, and that's what the Miss America organization helped me with. So when I became Miss California and finally making the dream come true of going to Miss America, it's just wild.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What inspired you to compete in Miss California?
Yes, we have a social impact initiative that we all compete to advocate for. It's very personal to the title holder, and so mine is all about mental health advocacy, self-harm awareness, and the development of healthy coping mechanisms, especially as, you know, expectations are rising for our youth, and so I want to give them the tools and resources to build a stronger mental health for our future. And I had my personal story, and I just wanted to show everybody that it doesn't matter who you are or the struggles that you've been through, you can do anything imaginable, like myself, becoming crowned Miss California, potentially Miss America.
Wow, that's just incredible.
Thank you.
What was your favorite part about the whole competition? I'm sure there's a lot.
Yes. Oh, you know, there's one specific memory I remember. It was the first day after we had arrived in Fresno, and we had a barbecue that Miss California has been attending every year for many years now, and they had karaoke there. Ooh. And a few girls and I decided to just go out there and sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh. Yeah, we were just full out blown. I lost my voice because I was full blown, yeah, committed. So, and in that moment, I remember thinking, this is my 4th time coming back. I want to come back again. And I was thinking, every day is going by way too quickly here in Fresno, and I just loved every moment, was soaking it in, and then, you know, standing up there, I remember thinking, I could do this again. I'd be happy coming back, and, you know, now I get to come back as Miss California, so, and I get to come here to Fresno more often, which is amazing.
I know. How does it feel to be back? I mean, where it all happened.
It's just truly nostalgic, I think. It's weird to come back and see, you know, coming here, for example, being Miss California and actually seeing the behind the scenes of everything that goes on. And we have a lot of sponsors here in Fresno and in Clovis, which is why I'm here, actually, is for the last farmers market in Clovis, where we're having a pistachio party with American pistachio growers. So it's really cool to be able to get to know everybody from a very different standpoint, and it's just, I don't know. It's just something that I don't think I'll ever actually soak in.
I can only imagine. It sounds like a whirlwind.
Yes, it absolutely is. It definitely is.
What have you been up to since you've been crowned Miss California?
A lot. So a lot of traveling. That's kind of what comes with representing the Golden State. It's very large. But, you know, advocacy is really my biggest platform. That's why I started to compete. And so we're working potentially on a federal bill to mandate mental health education throughout the nation. So I partner with Mental Health America and to Write Love on Her Arms, and so we accomplished that in New York and Virginia, and that's huge for the mental health community. And so I met with a congressman, and we're hoping to make that a reality, hopefully in California, but the rest of the nation as well.
I mean, that's huge.
Thank you.
You are busy, busy.
Thank you. Yeah, I knew that I wanted to make tangible and measurable differences, and that's exactly what I spoke about in my interview with the judges for Miss California, and I think they saw that. I was really passionate about making that change, and that's what I'm doing every day with this title.
That's just incredible.
Thank you.
How has this competition, I mean, changed your life going through all of this?
So much, so much. Again, you know, having dealt with mental health, I had self-esteem issues myself, and it was really hard for me to get over. So 5 years ago, if you had asked me, will you become Miss America? I would have just laughed. I would have just laughed, let alone Miss California, all of these things. I never imagined that that would be something for me. But I just kind of went in, you know, just took a deep dive in, and I learned to become myself, and I learned what I brought to the table, because when judges started to believe in me, it was why wouldn't I be able to believe in myself? And so I became myself. I became confident. I became all loving of all different people in myself, and that's what I bring.
I love that. Now you can be a role model to others.
Exactly. That's hopefully what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely. It sounds like you're doing amazing things.
Thank you.
Next up, Miss America. So how does that whole process work?
Yes, it's a lot. It's weird. It's crazy. It's, going to Miss America this year, it's going to be on December 19th at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Yes, so I'm very, very excited. And we're with NBC, so if anybody tuning in wants to come watch, it'll be on NBC, and that process is just unbelievable. But the thing I think I learned, which is very different from other years, is I just need to be myself. I can't, spend every minute preparing, being all nitpicky about myself. I just need to love myself, love the process, and just go with it. And that's how I became Miss California this year, and that's hopefully how I'll bring Miss America back home to California.
Absolutely. It's an amazing way to look at it, an amazing way to tackle this.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
Thank you.
What are you most excited for that?
I'm most excited to really meet the women. Again, I talked about singing Bohemian Rhapsody with all my sisters on the first day, and those experiences are really what change you as a person, and it reminds you of why you're doing all of this. It's not just for yourself, it's for all the beautiful women and incredibly ambitious women that you're going to meet. You build those connections, and spending every day and every second with them really. You be able to say I have a friend in every single state. It's kind of something kind of rare. Not everybody can say that, and that's just something I'm really looking forward to.
It is. Well, good luck with that.
Thank
I
you.
know you're going to do amazing.
Thank you.
Like Miss California was saying.